The bright spot, though, honestly, it wasn't the offense. It was the defense. And this is the story of the 2024 season is they make one bad play, and then you hear the announcers right away talk about the defense. And nobody, very similar to what we were talking about before the Cowboys game, nobody talks about Zach Taylor. Nobody talks about the offense. It's all about the defense. So I really do agree with you guys. And I think that the theme of this show really should be giving praise to that defense. The young dudes stepped up. Man, they stepped up, and not only the young dude stepped up, but it was just an all-around performance from guys like Trey Hendrickson. We were talking about this. That dude needs to be brought back. He is the best player on this defense. You have to re-sign him, and you have to find a way to build on that. But just going back to even something that caught my attention.
Daniel, let me ask you a tough question.
Yeah.
If you were forced to pick T. Higgins or Trey Hendrickson, if you were forced to, not saying that the Bengals are, if you were forced, who are you going with?
If I'm forced to, I think that it's a loaded question because of where Joe Burrow stands now with that. I would have to pick T. Higgins when it comes to everything that's surrounding. And that kind of leads me to the next point. Joe Burrow is the man. What he says goes. And the fact that he had that ringing endorsement of T. Higgins, that's all that they needed. And that brings me to what Joe Burrow said about Lou Anarumo. And I feel like that's something that, kind of got swept under the radar. When that dude speaks, everybody needs to listen. And it trust me, I've seen people, it's not glazing. It is just a fact of the organization. Like what Joe Burrow said about Lou Anarumo, he said, he's a friend of my family. He is, one of the best in the NFL. He gets the best out of guys. I feel like people aren't addressing that enough.